I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
What the hell's going on out here? Ow! Ow!
Recording in progress. 2L's one pod. We're recording, Al. I'm sorry. I'm excited. We're having some technical issues as usual. I'm on a cruise ship docked next to a gigantic Norwegian cruise ship here in Costa Maya, Mexico. And Al Romas is somewhere. He's on the Star of the Seas. Al, are you docked or at sea? I don't recall.
Yes, good morning. It's a morning record. I'm in St. Thomas. We just got into St. Thomas. So we'll sit here till 7:30 or so. But my day off today. We have is that Crown Bay? I'm the opposite end of Charlotte, Amelie.
Amelie, yeah. Charlotte and Amelie is where it's very touristy over there, but you can get to bars and restaurants easier. Although right next to you is a yacht club about 200 or 300 yards away, and they have a new restaurant replacing my little restaurant called Tickles. It's a new restaurant. I don't recall the name, but it's there. And I ate there once.
Tickles.
It was pretty decent. Yeah, previously
Sounds
Tickles for like 30 years.
Sounds like a pedophile club of some kind.
Yeah, it was Epstein owned it. So,
yeah, Tickles.
Yeah, it's because it's a massage parlor
I've never
upstairs.
been to Tickles. I don't go to Tickles.
You don't go to Tickles?
But,
you work up an appetite. You come downstairs and you have lunch.
I know.
All inclusive.
I don't like this end where we are because there's nothing here other than what you claim is Tickles. And then have you ever walked? Sometimes I'll walk and it's like you're taking your life in your hand because that's like a 2-lane and you walk next to the guardrail and
it's
I turn
disgusting.
around and go, fuck this. It's not.
Yeah, it's a 25 to 30 minute walk to the downtown area where it's just T-shirt shops and then jewelry, and it's all redundant. Every 4 stores. I think 2 companies own everything down there, and it's just there's a couple of nice restaurants here and there, but you got to walk through like trash and glass and bus stops and the locals who have, their ancestors were slaves owned by our ancestors. You got to walk by them.
Yeah, there's a little tension.
There's a little
tension in the air.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
no, it doesn't feel safe. And I was just reading a story. I don't know where this was in the Caribbean or South America, but it was cruise ship passengers were on one of those, the shuttle with the taxi type thing they have here, open air. So it's just like some benches and you're like on a flatbed truck almost. And anyway, the thing overturned.
Half roof.
It had an accident and overturned, and people were killed.
Oh.
And I've thought about that. I've ridden on that in St. Thomas to go to Magan Bay Beach, and you're going up a hill. There's no seatbelt.
No guardrails.
There's no roof.
There's no guardrails. It's the United States, too. It's a United States territory.
What are we doing here?
U.S. Virgin Islands, and
US,
I'm telling you right now.
We don't know much about it.
You don't see that shit happening in Bermuda, I'll tell you that much.
No, you don't see it happening in America. So it's very loose. The U.S. part of the Virgin Islands. It's
the most corrupt too.
Yeah, I know.
I've been to many other Caribbean islands and overnighted to join ships. I've stayed at resorts, all inclusive. I've ventured out. It's not my favorite island. There's some beautiful areas, like you said, Magan Bay. You can go up in the mountains.
Yeah.
My brother lived here. My brother Rick lived up here. He was selling timeshare, and he rented some house on the cliffside overlooking everything until the hurricane came. Hurricane, whatever it was.
Took the house and,
took it all.
But it is the murder. It used to be. I'm not sure. It was the murder capital of the Caribbean.
Well, after tonight's show, I'll be killing, so we'll get those numbers back up. Thank you very much.
You working tonight? You're performing the stand-up comedy?
No, I have the old school schedule on this 29-year-old vessel. I did two family welcome aboards, night 1 on a 5-day cruise.
PU.
And I'm going to do another 30 minutes.
That was the review of your show, PU.
Yes. Dude, the first show, very tough. Second show, I was a god. There was just no in between.
Bring it down a notch. I know.
And
a 7 o'clock welcome.
And someone from college, and someone from college was here. on board with a friend. And he said, "Hey, I'm on board. Da, 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 da. Tough crowd." That's the message I get.
Oh, that's the worst.
So they went to the first show.
Oh, I hate that.
So I don't have to ask, what show did you go to?
Yeah, please come to my late night show, please. Oh my God.
I'm not even doing late night. I'm doing farewell. So I closed out
late night.
I closed out the welcome aboard, and they have me opening up the farewell show. They're gonna have dancing and all kinds of stuff.
Jeez. Wow.
Yeah. But I had 3 days off in between, so.
All right. Yeah. I just got my schedule for Quantum next week. And I'm getting on the ship. I'm overnighting Sunday. I get on the ship Monday. I'm doing farewell Tuesday and late night. So one farewell at 7 and a late night at 10. Not terrible.
Not terrible, but bizarre.
Welcome. Yeah, then welcome Wednesday.
They're getting you for a twofer. They're doing what Celebrity does. They get you for 2 cruises. Yeah. So where are you joining?
But
in Puerto Vallarta?
No, Cabo San. Cabo San.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, overnight in Cabo Sunday and get on the ship Monday. Now you're telling me there's a tender I'm going to need to take from Cabo to the ship?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Are you going to see a lot of seals, sea lions, and whatnot? Yeah, they're all over the docks where you get on the tender. The passengers. No, those are the whales.
Hey, now.
What?
But I haven't done
a Belize.
It reminds me of Belize. I used to hate that when you got your luggage and you pull it onto a tender and people are like, "Where are you coming from? Did you miss the ship? Why are you so late? Are you a performer?" Yeah.
I go with various stories. I say anything from I'm the engineer. I said my favorite is I'm the new captain. The captain has a big drinking problem.
Oh.
And then I pull away.
Then they laugh,
stare.
and now
No, they don't even. They just stare at me like, "Is this serious?"
With these assholes.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
I like it. I want them to suffer. Yeah. I like for them to suffer. You'll be doing it. You're gonna. I know you like to lift material.
Huh?
Speaking of lifting material, lifting means stealing.
Yeah.
So you had to do a recent gig where the guy goes on before you and does your joke that you've worked with before.
Yeah.
And you addressed it this time. Good for you. I'm glad you addressed it.
I did. I had to address it. He's a good guy, and I didn't think
it was
a real.
Wow.
He's a good guy. No, he's a good guy.
Wait a minute.
And I didn't think
Let
it was a real.
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
Of what ilk is he from? Let me ask you that. What
is
his? Yeah.
What does that mean?
He's a male.
I mean, what ilk? What's an ilk? Ilk?
What race is he?
I feel like this is the wrong word for this sentence.
I know. I'm trying to.
What ilk?
I'm trying to walk around things here. What color is he?
What color? Wow. He's African American.
See?
African American.
He's a nice guy. You said he's a nice guy. I don't put color on anybody who steals jokes. They're a thief. Period.
Right.
And I think if he was a white guy, if he was a white guy, you wouldn't have said, "Oh, he's a nice guy."
No, I've had white guys steal.
Because you don't want to be portrayed. Nice. You don't want to look like the male Karen racist. That's why.
No,
you're going to put this on TikTok. You're going to put this on TikTok now, aren't you?
There's no race involved at all.
Oh my God!
I've had Whitey stole from me. You know who stole my joke. He's white as hell. He stole it.
Yes, he did.
Did it.
Did you address him?
I got an African American dude.
Did you address the other guy? Did you address the other guy? You're beating around the bush.
Your Honor. I did not address the other guy.
You're badgering the witness.
No, you know why I did not?
I'll rephrase the question.
I didn't see him do it. This one, I was in the room and he did it right there, and I had to say something.
You had to.
I was like, dude. I mean,
the other one you heard you heard through a third party.
I heard from people. Joke. Yes, and I did.
And then that guy ended up getting let go because you put the word out. You had him removed.
Spilling a lot of tea on this pod today. This guy's had some caffeine or something. I don't know what's going on.
We'll be back with Comedy Race Wars after this.
Damn.
No, you should
Yes,
be
he
able. You
was.
should
He
be able
was
to talk about race without being portrayed as a racist. Is what I'm trying to
I did
say.
right, and
I
I'd
was
never
just trying to get some
considered
comedy out
whatever.
of it. Fail.
No,
All right.
I know, but it, and then he, I mean, the thing is when you steal, and here's for comedians or young comedians, whatever. The problem is, first of all, it's horrible, and second, you don't know who you stole from after a while if you're stealing.
Well, because they
So you
steal all the
can
time.
end up you can do the bit in front of the guy you stole it
I've
from,
seen it. I've witnessed it.
and it's a little awkward. So,
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you did not allow your whiteness to stand in the way of your morals, and that's a good thing. And I think we all learned something here today. By the way,
yes,
good news. The
yeah.
Hormuz Comedy Club is open for business.
I just sent in some avails, and I'm looking forward to getting there.
Well, I was there about
Sure.
2 weeks ago and I bombed.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. It's jokes like that that have kept us at the bottom.
I'm not proud.
Oh, well, what do I
I'm
have
not
here? Let
proud.
me look at something. I want to see some here. I wanted to ask you. I'm looking at online. I watch these comedians and such. What do you think of this, man? What's your take on this? You're a veteran comic. These guys now put out a special every year, right? They write their jokes, they perform them, they put out the special. Now
Mhm.
they're done. Now they're starting from zero. Okay.
Mhm.
The special's out, but they go on the road and they're playing small theaters and comedy clubs with a full ticket price, $60,
With new material.
$70. But they don't have the new material. They have 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and then they're going to riff and do crowd work. And
Right.
so, what do you, when we were younger, you would do, if you put out a special, like you stayed in the city and worked out. That's how you could go out and do colleges or whatever, do your old act. But working out was in the city sets. Now they're working out and charging full price, top dollar. Well,
Mhm.
what do you make of that? You think people are going to go
There's
back? I mean, you're going to
there's
watch the
only a
guy
couple
go and
of
then
exceptions to
go,
that. Yeah, there's only a couple of exceptions to that. I would throw in Louis C.K. and of course Bill Burr. But Dave Attell said in an interview, he said, I don't want to come back here too soon. They're ready to book him the following year. And he goes, no, it takes me at least 2 years to fine tune that hour without
right,
repeating. And Louis C.K. said, if you're selling out and then you go back a year later, you better have 45
right.
to a new hour.
That's
Um,
fine. But what do you
mm,
make of them charging the full ticket price to watch the guy work out?
this is a guy who's working
I
on a cruise ship, by the way, but I'm an expert.
right. Well, we are. We've been around longer than a lot of
I have an
people, and
opinion.
we've done more shows than a lot of people. We've made a career out of comedy, so certainly your opinion is valid.
Well,
What do you take of that? I don't think
Jim
it's right, to be
Gaffigan,
honest.
yeah, I know, because especially when you're charging $100 or north of $100. But you got to be willing to also fall on your face with some jokes. I've seen Bill working on his material. He's a workaholic though. He
Hmm.
will go out to 2 or 3 clubs a night. He'll have it all
Hmm.
planned out. He'll make the phone calls. Yeah, I'm working on my new stuff, and he'll go
Right, but
in.
I'm not asking that.
Okay.
I'm asking what is your take? Do you think it's right? Like, to go to the Funny Bone in Omaha charging $75 a ticket and you got nothing really because your special's out.
Well, because
You
you're
really
not
have
doing
nothing.
it, you're not doing a theater, so you're trying out, like you said, 10 or 15 minutes of new material.
Then it should be
There's,
$20.
I know. Well, people are still willing. Jim Gaffigan would get requests for Hot Pockets or some of his other
Sure.
bits that
Sure.
were 20 years old because those were the favorites. So he would be
Right.
doing all new material, and then they start
Right.
yelling out. So he'd go into
An
it, and that,
encore, sure. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's fine.
So that
Regan
that
does
works.
that. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But also Brian Regan doesn't go, even though he doesn't really put out specials every year like that.
Right.
But he has new material in the old act or the act that's currently on the road. But these guys are going into clubs and smaller theaters with literally nothing and
Well,
writing with their notes on the stool. And
yeah.
I just think it's ridiculous. I think it's, unless I did it to see George Carlin, but that was George Carlin. I paid whatever it was at the MGM and he was working out an HBO special. But
Well, for every
I don't know. To see a
comic,
regular guy,
yeah, I mean, for every comic that's actually going around doing unpaid sets, not putting their name on the marquee, really, the front lines of writing comedy. They're prolific. It's
hmm
rare. And they tend to write the new act, even though it has some roughness to it, before they start selling tickets. But it's only a few. You're right. Some of them are like, I got to strike while the iron's hot. Let me.
yeah,
But I'm seeing it. I'm
and
seeing
I
like
get.
Andrew Schultz. I see him. He's riffing and doing crowd work. He's killing.
hmm hmm
But he does do some due diligence. He was just in Rhode Island. He did all his like local humor
He's at Side
right out of the
Splitters in
gate.
Tampa. He's doing
Yeah,
a whole run at Side Splitters, and that's
a smaller
again though.
venue.
What's the ticket price? But what's the ticket price? Do
Regardless,
they
he's not
raise it
doing
for
the
him?
theaters. When he goes, if
No,
he makes the leap back into theaters, the ticket price goes
right.
way up.
Then
So he's fine tuning
yeah,
it, even knowing that he's going to possibly repeat stuff. But if they're just riffing, Mac Rife is making $40 million and he's riffs with the crowd.
yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah. But
different
that's not my
style.
right. No, but I just my point was just what you take as to charge a full ticket price when you don't have the act. It feels a little rip off
If
to
you're
me.
willing to lose some
But people
fans,
want to see these people too, and a lot
right?
of they just want to see them. A lot of people just want a picture, and they
Hmm.
want to go out and see. I here's my
This
picture
person
with
made me laugh so
you
much.
know, right,
I brought my
right,
friends. You didn't do the bit. I was telling them about the
yeah,
bit, and they're like, "Well, I'm trying out new
right,
material." So there's
yeah.
all that. There's so many. There's no one
That's the
answer.
good thing about me and
Someone is
you, man.
going
That's the
out.
good thing about
Someone,
me and you.
yeah. What's good about us? Tell me what's good about us.
If someone comes out to hear the bit, they're hearing the bit.
Oh.
We're doing the bit. There's no mystery. There's no way we're missing the bit. You're going to hear it. What's your favorite bit? We're doing it, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I had a guy the other night. It was funny. I do a thing where talk about hand jobs in other countries. What's the word for a hand job in another country? And there was no one from another country, which is funny because Icon I did for a year, Miami. Everyone's from another. They travel, but Canaveral people drive. It's mostly,
So
I
it's
mean,
a
there's ones every
regional.
now and then,
It's
but
a regional cruise.
it's regional. Yeah. So there's really no one, and then nobody has from the other country. So I move on. So anyway, the next day I'm getting some coffee, and this guy comes up to me, and he just stands next to me. He doesn't say hello or anything. He just goes puñeta, and I'm getting coffee in the coffee. I go, excuse me, I don't know what. He goes puñeta, and I go, I don't know. Yeah, what? He goes, I your show last night, hand job in Spain, puñeta. I
Huyenta.
go, oh, wow. You should have said something, man. That would have been funny to. He goes, my wife told me I can't speak. So
But
I go, oh, okay. This
clearly, he
big
was not
Spanish guy.
Iranian.
He's like,
He was not
my wife
from
told me I
Iran.
cannot speak. No, he was from Spain. Puñeta is the
Huyenta.
hand job in Spain. hmm
Aha. Well, it's good to know.
But
See,
very
this
strange to be getting
this
coffee. That's the cruise ship thing. Like you do a club, you leave, you go home. Cruise ship, you're getting coffee the next morning. You might just a rando audience member going puñeta,
Huyenta. Well, again, this is a
puñeta.
learning podcast. You take away a lot of lessons about
hmm
different cultures, different expressions,
hmm
right
Yeah,
here.
we got some people. I tell you that I don't want to go name, but there was a listener uh, last week who started texting me on Facebook Messenger, and I had to block her. She's insane. We had an actual insane person who listens to our pod and or
Mm.
watches it, and I don't know what was going on there,
Was she
but
trying to be
I think
funny,
I
or do
wrote
you
to you
think it's
going,
a
do you know her
true?
personally?
Yes, I do
And
remember
I
you
asked my
contacting me
nieces
about
if
it.
I thought maybe she was a friend of my sister's or something. The name sounded familiar, but it's just a wackadoo.
Well, is it mental
Wow.
illness or a lack of
Yeah.
comedic timing? Was she trying to be funny?
I think it was maybe a
It came
little
on
of
like
both, but
stalking kind of a thing.
yes. And then she was calling me with through Messenger. My phone was ringing
Yeah, if they start calling
and
you and you don't respond and they keep calling, Then there might be
and then her messages
alcohol or mental illness.
I think it's mental illness. You know, we don't have the old mental institutions anymore. We're just letting these people listen to podcasts and get nutty. So I don't know, but I had a blocker.
What is the joke that Quinn, what's his name? He has a joke about. He goes, 50% of Americans suffer from mental illness, and the other 50% are men.
I don't get it.
I thought it was a funny joke.
I get it.
I thought it was a funny joke. And they show close-ups of women in the audience going.
Oh, is that
he goes for shock? He goes for
Quindale.
Quindale, yeah. He goes for the shock. His act is shock humor.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
he ruffles feathers.
Chick. I think he's dating that chick who does the same thing.
And when they calls you and messages you that you blocked?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a blocker. I'm like looking at that, and then my phone's ringing. I'm like, who the fuck is this? In the middle of the ocean on Facebook Messenger. And then no messages, but then she started texting more messages, and they were trying to be jokey about the podcast and get out of here. I mean, we have 9 listeners, but I had to block one. Sorry. That was, it sucks to have to block a listener, but had to be done.
Had to be done. Sometimes you just have, it's hard to make those decisions when you're in the front lines.
It was somebody's got to do it. I went and got the Wi-Fi. This guy, I get you get a little discount on the Wi-Fi when you work out here on the cruises. So I go to the desk, I get my little discount, and the guy goes, I don't know where he's from, so I'm not going to the accent, but he goes, where are you? And he goes, what do you do? What do you do? That attitude when you give them a card for and they got to look like they're in charge.
10 times more than I make. Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah, he's right. He's asking, what do you do? I go, comedian. He goes, oh, that's very tough, very tough. No one laughs anymore. Nobody laughs. I go, and I'm like, well, it's not that hard. And he goes, no, nobody laughs anymore. Very difficult job. Very difficult. I go, well, it's okay. I mean, whatever I'm trying to just, and he goes, I wouldn't want to do that. He goes, no, this time in this country, in these times to make people laugh. No good. And I'm like, dude, what? I got 2 shows tonight. Like, fucking don't throw all this juju on me. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm going to bomb now.
Let's leave the Jews out of this. They're taking a lot of heat right now.
Go jump off. Are they?
I'm
is that a bomb
playing
joke?
with words.
I got you.
I'm playing with
fire,
words.
Bomb.
No, I just, there was current events and I'm throwing it out there. It's just putting it out there.
Well, I guess that story's done. You figured that story's over.
Well, the third rendition of it, we get it. The guys.
All right.
You got a show to do. Pick up the pace, Romas. Pick up the pace.
Right. I did. I'm out. My notes are done. You take over, buddy.
All right. We got to talk about.
You've got.
Can you tell me what's the name of the spacecraft? Is it the Orion spacecraft that went around the moon and we lost contact with them for
Artemis.
41 minutes? Is that the program?
Is that Artemis?
I thought the spacecraft was the Artemis because they kept saying Artemis, but it's actually the Orion spacecraft, and they just started saying that. Why do they? Because they're on their way home.
I have no idea.
Yeah, have you been?
My interest level in this entire thing? No, 0.
It's a distraction, right?
Why? I want to know why we landed in '69 and now we're circling in 2026.
Because they are going to build that moon base, and you know that one of my signature bits is about building a moon base
being built. Yeah.
You tell that to Mr. Musk.
Yeah. There's no moon base being built.
He already built it. It's already built. It's on the dark side of the moon, and they got that's where they keep Epstein, and he's still running underage women through it. That's why they went around. They dropped a payload of young girls off on the other side of the moon. All right, that's a stretch. 278,000 miles away. That's a stretch.
The whole thing's a stretch, and it doesn't matter. And why are we wasting money doing this? And who gives a fuck? Oh,
well, because we have all that the tariff money paid for.
Look at the picture. Right? It's the moon. Like, that's what we care about? That's really? I mean, it's amazing. I know, but I'm not distracted by it because it's like I don't even give a fuck. Give me a better distraction.
Yeah, like
Give me
a
something
chick,
cool.
walking by
All
with a big rack with no top.
right, I'll take that over a picture of a moon that I'm supposed to be impressed by. I saw those pictures when I was 5 years old.
Yeah,
You know.
but this is super high definition it's an iPhone 7, 17,
Okay,
sorry. iPhone
and then
17.
what? And then they're gonna come back. What? We just come back, and that was
The
that. We
pictures
went
that I've
around the
seen on the
moon.
news, the pictures that I've seen on the news look just like AI to
Yeah.
me. Exactly like AI. Now that we're all
Right.
conditioned for
Okay.
AI, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they fooled the
They look
guy,
fake.
everyone in 1969 with a
Yeah.
TV set and a couple guys bouncing around, on strings. And so
I
now in
believe they landed on the
2026,
moon. I believe it. I know a lot of people don't. I
I
believe
don't.
that I did believe COVID for the first month and a half, 2 months.
I know you did. You did. You were wiping it down.
I was wiping everything
You were
down.
hunkered down and wiping and having
I tied up
having a
my
great
wife. I
time.
put a mask on her. I put a
That's the
blindfold on
best
her.
days of your life. She put one on you, and
I put headphones
it
on
was
her.
a
I brought in my
party over
neighbor.
there.
What?
Oh, that old bag. You brought her in. How's she doing? She's still alive? I forget.
No. Joe
We've been doing
Farkas
this so
passed
long
away.
now.
She
Oh,
parted ways at 96 years old.
oh, that's
At
right.
94
Oh,
years
that's good.
old, she was climbing her ladder
You
on her
banged her.
roof so we could sit up on there and
Right.
watch the fireworks from CBS Radford just across the way.
Mm.
And Bernadette goes, "Get
Is that still
underneath
there?
her. Get underneath her in case she falls." And she goes, "I'm fine." And she's climbing up.
And
And
she
I'm
fell.
like, my hands are hovering around her little bony butt,
Yeah.
ready to catch her
What you,
just in case.
what are you doing with your
She
hands
weighed
on
she
her
weighed
bony
she weighed
butt?
like 84 pounds. She fell over twice
Right.
when the fireworks went off.
Is CBS Radford still there? Are there still studios
It
in Studio
There's
City?
things going
It's
on
still
there, but minimal. It's bankrupt. The guy
Mhm.
who bought it bought
Yeah.
three different studios. He paid 1.2 billion and put up some renditions of uh, basically some homes and a shopping center. That was to get the city behind him. And now the industry is upside down. Hollywood is kind of
Right.
shut down. They're doing it
Is it
in
an
other
industry
cities.
anymore? It's not really an
It's still
industry in that
it's
way.
just a fraction of the size that it used to be, but there's a lot of people that were making a living off of it that weren't famous, but they were steadily employed for 25, 30
Yeah.
years and they're like, "Oh, I'm just going to do 2 more years and retire." And they're like, "Not so
Yeah.
fast. You're going to retire now." So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're going to be out of work now. You're not retired, but I
no,
saw
I
a
mean,
meme or
guys and gals
yeah.
that were in their early 60s that were going to
Yeah.
go the full length of it, have to force to retire early or get another job.
Right. I saw a TikTok and a guy was talking about TV, the state of television, and he said there are series regulars who've been on the show for a while, but now they only do like 10 weeks or 11 weeks, where it used to be like 26 weeks.
Yep.
And he goes, you're getting paid per episode. So he goes, well, there are series of regulars that you've seen for a
60%
couple
cut
of
and
years
pay.
now. They live in one bedroom apartments in Studio City. He goes, people think these people are rich and they're rolling in. He goes, it's 10 weeks and then you're out of work.
Yeah.
And you got an agent, a lawyer, a manager. There's no money in
Unless you
any of
go,
this.
unless you're one of these lucky people that goes from one gig to the other, and there's so
Right. That's very
many,
rare.
yeah. Um, there's so many jobs. There's only so many writing jobs. There's only so many tech jobs. And of course, when the industry is cooking, as it did for several decades, they couldn't get
Right.
enough people, and
Right.
but now, and you have big stars who are not getting movies, so they're going in and doing these 10 weeks limited series, and they're paying
DTF,
them they're paying them a fortune, and then everybody
7 weeks,
else gets a pittance. Right.
7 weeks. I
7 little
mean,
mini movies.
7 little 50-minute episodes and it's out. But yeah, it's interesting when you think of, because you always think of, not if you've done, like, not you and I, but like the regular Joe on the street thinks some guy on a TV show is rich. You know,
That was the
he's
old
rich. That
days.
guy's fucking. Even still now today, people still think it. People are, they don't know what's going
they
on.
think you're famous. If you do 10 weeks and then they repeat them, or you can watch them streaming, whatever you want. And there's ads for them everywhere. It's like they got paid 10 weeks and they get residuals, but the residuals are much smaller than the actual pay.
Yeah.
And then over time, it goes down to pennies,
I don't even know how the business works in like music now. Like, there's no product. You don't sell records.
It's
So how would it,
views and
streaming,
downloads. Streaming, you get
what are they getting
Pandora.
paid?
You get paid from the media platforms.
They're not getting much. They're not getting much.
Well, if you get 100 million views on a video that's on YouTube, you're going to get
on YouTube.
You parlay that into ticket sales, live performances.
No, I'm talking about like this. I forget his name now. The guy On and On. Remember that song? On Stephen Bishop. He had a big hit in 1980. He was the guy on Animal House playing the guitar that Belushi smashes on the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And he had the big hit On and On. So anyway, his daughter was on TikTok, and she was reading out the numbers from On and On Spotify and some other music streams, and it was hundreds of thousands of listens and downloads and all that.
$20.
And then she was showing what he got paid. Yeah, it was a couple $100. And now, if those were albums, he's doing great. But a couple $100, and his songs
a little bit of a one-hit wonder, was he? Did he have another big hit?
I think he had one more, but he no more than two. But On and On was the big one, and I think he did a duet with, some woman in the 70s. There was a big one.
Yeah, you get a lot of radio play back in the day. Oh yeah,
people.
Yes, but if it's not being tracked, there's still a lot of media places, China, that will play shit to death, and you won't see a penny.
It's just a weird thing.
They were selling my DVD and CD in multiple places in China, and it was just companies I never heard of. They just pirated everything, and I never saw a penny.
Yeah. Well, you better never go to China, man, because
I'm huge there. I'm 5'10". I'm gigantic.
Hey! You could do that joke on Comics Unleashed. You should.
They took the place of Colbert.
You're in LA.
They took the place of Colbert.
You're in LA. You go, Al. I hear you like to shop for candles.
Have you seen my cabin on a 29-year-old ship? Have you seen it? I got the one bedroom again. Do you see that?
Oh, I probably have seen it. I know.
One bedroom?
Yes. You don't have the suite I remember in Enchantment, there was a stripper pole in the suite. Remember that?
In the suite.
Yeah.
I had it. Yeah. It was ridiculous. It was right at the end of the bed.
Suite.
It was a support beam. Suite. They didn't even pad it. They left it like rough.
No, they left it metal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They left it metal. And you could actually, it was on the corner of your bed. So your cabin attendant would make your bed. He'd have to walk around it.
You go around the pole.
I would, every morning when I was a younger fella, I would, in my underwear, I would get out of bed and swing on it a couple of times.
I know. I'm sure. No one's questioning that. I can see you doing that. 100%.
What are you talking about? You were holding the camera.
Hey, wait a sec. So would you do Comics Unleashed? You're an LA guy. You could just drive over to CBS Radford and
I did it. I did it 20 years ago or 18 years ago. And I just received a $20.78.
Not about the money.
After taxes.
The promotion.
After taxes, not Texas, but after taxes.
Texas.
And it was more than Mr. Bishop made for On and On.
Oh, all right.
Now, what happened when they when they put the new show on Comics Unleashed, they started repeating all the old episodes, and hence the reason why I received a check.
Our friend Helen Keeney did it yesterday. I haven't heard how.
It's going to be on an hour earlier because they're taking the Colbert slot.
Yeah, she just wrote, Byron Allen is so small. I had no idea how short he was. That was her take from the experience. It's like, okay, thank you. Well, CBS gets to get rid of Colbert and that, the problems with him, his salary, and Byron Allen has a self-produced show. He can have them pay him to put it on.
It has been reported that on paper, he's technically a billionaire.
Well, he bought. Yes, I read that back when he didn't. Wasn't there people saying that when he bought the Weather Channel that he was
He bought the
maybe
Weather Channel, and
in the
he filmed all his junkets, and then bought the time slot at 12:30, 1 in the morning, 2 in the
coming
morning,
up.
where it was really cheap. Smart. He
Yes,
says
I remember it being in
his mother is
hotels in the 90s.
his mother's very savvy.
All right.
I've met his
I
mother.
remember being in okay. I remember being in hotels in the 90s, and at night that's all you would get, that those junket interviews, and you'd be like, coming up,
Mhm.
Harrison Ford. And you're thinking he's interviewed, it was pretty smart of him. It was
Because no
cheesy
one
as
else
hell,
was but no one else was doing it.
but
And
so is
if
the
you don't,
show that he does now. It's a
those of
cheese
you who don't
ball.
know what a
I mean,
junket is, it's when the movie stars are part of their contract, why they're paid so much money, is to go to these press releases, and they have to sit in a room, and you have like 5 to 10 minutes with them, and everybody from every walk of life of social media and magazines at the time would interview you, and they give you, okay, you have 8 minutes, go. And so
yeah,
Harrison Ford would sit there and talk. So Byron started
right.
filming them and then airing them in those late night spots, and it was
Yeah.
very lucrative for him because it was so cheap to do.
It was one of those
You didn't have to
ideas,
pay
though. It was a
Harrison
great idea. It
Ford.
was like, no, it was like Desi Arnaz, running reruns of I Love Lucy. Nobody had done it. These interviews, these junkets are just going to go away and do nothing. So he was like, I'll buy them and cut them and air it as a show. What was that? He had a show title for it. What was that called? Do you remember? It was he named it something, and it was like an hour of celebrity interviews, but they were all just little clipped of junket shit.
Yep.
And this show couldn't be cheaper. He pays $740 for the comedian, no air, no hotel, no car,
Hmm. Hmm.
and
You should do it.
ask
You
you a
stay at my
question.
place and use
I'm
miles for
not
your
doing it.
hotel. I mean, for your air flight.
But the amount of work I would have to cancel a week basically to go lose
It's a
$1,000 or
television
more.
credit, and I would argue that since you haven't been on
It doesn't mean anything.
television since the ship was built 29 years ago, you may consider it. You can afford it.
And what's it gonna? What would it do for me? Why don't
Hmm?
you do it? You're not going to do it. You should do it. You live there.
I've done it.
Yeah, 29 years ago.
I'm charging comedians $300 a night to stay at my bungalow.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be there because I'm not doing it. I have no interest, to be honest. And I don't like that setup. It's just such a weird. It's not a show. I don't know what it is.
Were you asked
It's
to
like,
do it?
no, I mean, Helen told
I'm
me
messing
she
with
could
you.
get me,
I know.
I know, but I'm thinking I wouldn't want to do
They
it.
would be
That's my
delighted
point.
to have you.
No, but there's nothing gained from
But
it. That's my point.
your reputation precedes you. They know, oh, he's not going to come out here for $740.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. But you live there. You should be on it. That's my point. I
Do I live
want
there?
you to do it. You live
Do I
there.
live there?
You live right across
Where
the
am I
street.
right now? Did you see my bed? My
You're
bed
on
is
the
right
oldest
there.
ship in Royal Caribbean
See my
fleet,
bed
but
in the one bedroom?
mhm.
There's my bed.
Yes, I see it.
That's
We've
where
covered
I've been
that, yeah.
living.
I know.
5 weeks, 5 weeks, and then I go home for anywhere from 2 to 4 days, and then right back out.
Well, you're approving this work, so you can't complain about it. You could say no.
I'm not. I'm not doing
could say
Comics
no.
Unleashed.
Yeah.
Already did it. Nice try. Nice
all
try,
right.
Lao Shay.
All right.
We got to
Well, I'm
wrap
not
it up
doing
here.
it either. Fuck it. If I wasn't doing chips and things, maybe. But again, what does it do for you? And other than just like, hey, I was on TV last night.
It
Didn't do anything.
it keeps you relevant on a low-level relevancy level. It doesn't hurt you.
I was looking at numbers online. Mark Norman did Seth Meyers' show. It just came out and did panel.
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked at the YouTube numbers, and it's like, I don't know, 110,000, something like that. And then he did Shannon Sharp's podcast, Club Shay Shay, and it's like 890,000 views. I mean, network television is
dead.
It's meaningless. Network television, nobody gives a fuck. Doesn't matter.
Conan said, all right, I'm going to do a podcast. And he has a built-in audience, and he's thriving by being in front of a microphone.
Another show
Yeah, but he's
exactly, and it's great. Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend is
he's
very good.
He's one of the better ones at it. Yeah, and he gets the best celebrities, and he's doing his
But I
show
like him
with
because
much
he can
lower
also go
overhead.
serious. Yeah, he can also go serious too, which is good. He's a smart guy. He's not
Yeah, no, he's
he's
good.
not Jimmy Fallon or some shit. So
He's over the top humor wise, but that's my brand, so I always like
yeah,
that, and he's done well with it. And he is a bright guy, and he
yeah.
also has a small role in a movie. I can't think of the title of it. He plays a therapist of a therapist, and John Wilk, who we just had on the podcast, said he's very good in it.
Mm,
Also,
okay.
John Wilk's daughter, Ivy, has a role in it, and she's in the trailer. So check it out. I can't think of the title. Now you have to do the research.
Yeah, it was mentioned in the last podcast. I want to thank John for all his promotion for the podcast too. That helped us a lot. Everyone who's on our
What are you
pod
talking about?
is
It's going to be on Jimmy Kimmel tonight.
nothing but professional. They promote us. They do help us in every way. Every guest we've had. I would say the only guest who actually promoted us is Jimmy Pardo back in 6 years ago.
Now we got a nice
he
bump.
actually
And my sister.
Well, your sister, people,
She shared it with
the
her
numbers,
12 people.
The numbers
Yeah.
don't lie. They
She got the most downloads.
she did. She did. We've had like big comedians. And
We talked about her
the
eye
most
surgery.
hilarious
She had
people.
eye surgery, and we
She
put
wore
that in the
sunglasses and
yeah. She looked like Jackie O.
yeah.
It was great. Hey, we got to wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in once
I'm
again.
heading out. Where are you headed?
If you made it
going
this
out?
far,
You leaving the boat?
if you made it this far into the podcast, clearly you're a paraplegic and you can't turn us off until the nurse comes back into the room. I'm sorry. Was that a bad joke? It was a bad joke. I'll take it out.
Just be a fan. You could be a fan. Are you leaving the ship today? Will you get off the boat?
No, I'm not, because what I would have done was pay the $79 and have that resort van pick me up and take me to the resort. It's you get lunch, 2 drinks, Wi-Fi, and a resort. I would have done it.
In Castamaya, well, because guarantee the chair is broken, the table's in the sand.
Claire Kahaney vetted it. She vetted it. It was beautiful. I saw the video, and it's the places that I used to go to before they built up this port and made it like a gauntlet trying to get out of.
Right.
Not a fan.
Okay. So no leaving the ship?
I'm staying on the ship. If we didn't do the podcast
a guy in
today,
in the little port area, there's a guy selling cigars, and I like to fuck with him because he's got a big attitude, and they're all fake, and it's outside, and there's no humidor. Mm-hmm. And then the last time I was there, I go, I'll give you $20 for 3, and they were $20 each. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I can't do that. I go, why not? And he goes, I can't do that. I go, $20, and I pulled out cash. Mm-hmm. And he goes, no, full one. I go, for $20? He goes, I'll give you 2. I go, give me 3. And he goes, I can't. They're fake anyway. What's the difference? Right. They're worth $3. You know what I mean? Right. You're making money. Right. But he couldn't do it because 20 was on the box, and I guarantee when I left, he probably like, I should have fucking did it, because they're not worth more than $3.
It depends on how much he's paying versus what he's getting, and is he the owner, and does he have to pay somebody to put a cigar stand there? So there might be. I don't
know if he was the but not you. It was in a little building, but and you know what I mean. But it's glass windows, but it's not a humidor. So when you have open the door, you go in, but it's the same temp, humidity, everything is out. It doesn't matter. So that's why even if they were real, they were fucking dead. You know what I mean? They weren't humidified at all, and they're not wrapped. They're just laying there. They're cracking. So I go, give me 3. He goes, I can't do that. Yeah, you can,
because he's going to get a passenger that is going to pay the full amount. That's why. That's
right. That's right.
Did you tell him you work for the cruise lines and that you're here all the time? He knows you, right?
I didn't. You know what, though? The Avis, when I dropped off my car at Avis, the guy goes, are you at least President's Club? Because I'm there all the time. I go, yeah, I'm President's. He goes, you might be able to do Chairman's by the end of the year. And I go, what? I've never seen that. He goes, it's very rare. He goes, Avis will call people who have a certain number. And he goes, he goes, we really don't even know what's a lot of involved.
It's like executive platinum on American Airlines, yeah.
Yeah, he goes, we get a call that a chairman is coming. and we have to have it ready. He goes, we'll have to have this ready. It's a little shack. I'm like, what are you going to have ready for me? But I looked into it, but yeah, Avis selects, and then they'll call you or email you and go, you're in the chairman's club. It's possible because I got like 30 rentals between now and the end of the year. So you never know.
You might want to send an email saying, hey, I got 30 rentals coming up this year. I had 25 last year. What's this chairman stuff?
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Because
squeaky wheel.
Yeah, because budget has something
I'm saying
similar.
I had a squeaky wheel on my last rental. We both went for jokes at the same time.
I know. All right, wrap it up.
We're wrapped. That was it. That was a full pod, and I'm heading out. I'm going to go into St. Tom and walk around and walk right back on the ship. So that's my day, and we'll do this again next week at some point. Peace out.
Arrivederci.
A succulent Chinese meal.
So long, Al. Have a good trip.
Iceberg, dead ahead. Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history. This is the Two Al's One Pod podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
What? Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
All right.
Okay, sure.
All right. Subscribe.
This was a horrible mistake.
Mary.
Patreon.com/2Als1Pod.
Patreon.com/forward-the-two-dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.